Hey, everybody. Oh, I'm looking a little tore up. I'm going to wait for this to get out. I know this was just like real quick. I was working on a few things and the man just left. So well, hopefully these alerts will get out and some people will get here. We'll just kind of wait a few more minutes. Hey, everybody, coming in the room. I wasn't going to come live tonight. Hey, Theresia. I wasn't going to come live tonight. And then I've heard from a number of people today about very strong energies. Hey, Mel. Very strong energies. Hey, Vols. And so I kind of had to stop what I was doing. And I needed to get to you guys today. There's the amount of energy, hey, Divine Butterfly, the amount of energy that is here right now, and we're about to experience over the next couple of days is, hey, baby girl, welcome. Thanks, Divine Butterfly, for bringing her over. The energy that we're experiencing right now and that we are going to be experiencing for the next few days, at least the next two. Hey, Ninja, how you doing, baby? I'm going to try not to cry. First of all, I want everybody that sees this now and that will watch it later to please keep Dee Dee in your prayers. Tornado, an E5 tornado ripped through her town. Her power was out as of yesterday. I haven't heard from her today, so please pray, send good energy, light, love to, she's near Chattanooga, I believe, Tennessee. Let me just make sure. I believe it's Chattanooga. Oh, I think it's in my email. As you guys may or may not know, I mean, tornadoes ripped. And when I say ripped through the South, they ripped through the South. We had funky weather up here. Yep, Chattanooga. She's near Chattanooga or in Chattanooga, Tennessee. So please keep them in. Dee Dee Woodward. You guys know her that are here a lot. Please keep her in your prayers and her family and everyone down there. I'm trying not to cry. So a lot of this is going to be a channeled message. The energies that we're feeling right now, a lot of us have been having past wounds that we've dealt with brought up. A lot of us are dealing with current wounds that just seem not to let go. We're dealing with fear. We're dealing with anxiety. We're literally, if you're paying attention, we're seeing some things unfold that I don't think a lot of us thought we were going to see. Now, some of this I do have to give credit where credit is due, because I've been watching other astrologers. Hey, Windsor. I've been watching other astrologers like Leo King and such, and some other ones. Baraka, I can't remember her last name now. Guys, we have to, as light workers, those of us who know that I'm dirty. Those of us who know that we're star seeds, as light workers, as light warriors, as prayer warriors, we gotta go to war. The final push in this go around from the dark is being put out here now. The surge is truly here. There's something afoot. If you guys were on my Instagram on Resurrection Sunday, there's something afoot. It is not all that a lot of people have thought it was going to be. It's heavy. Let me just show y'all. Let me show y'all what I'm looking at. Bear with me. Sorry. Let me cancel this and let me try it again. I got to show you the astrology, and then you'll see what I'm talking about. Here we go. Look. A lot of people have been banking on that there's some plan back in the back. There's some plan back there that will basically make things okay. All right? Make things all right. And I'm not going to say that I hadn't thought about this plan, but I'm going to show you all something here. We have Pluto and Jupiter still together. Might as well still call them conjunct in Capricorn. That is a transformation from the inside out of not only ourselves, but government on a grand and global scale. It is the plans, people's plan, the both opposing sides, and I'm even beginning to feel like there's a third side. Plans being like this final big push to gain power and control over humanity, over the earth. The Capricorn represents earth, right? It represents cardinal earth. It represents the institution, the beginning of life. It represents structure. Its ruler, Saturn, karmic lessons, harsh lessons, not easy ones, not kind and gentle like a Cancer is going to teach it to you. But these are hardcore. You go learn it, or you go learn it the easy way or the hard way. And Capricorn, Saturn definitely does not give a rat's patooey whether it's easy or it's hard. We have the moon here. It's been traveling all day. So if you've been feeling funky all day, it's been traveling all day. And here we are. As it's traveling, and we'll get the next day up, tomorrow's up. And so this is bringing back old emotions. And I'm going to tell you that this is bringing up emotions of insecurity, Not sure where we're going, not sure what we're supposed to do. I'm going to repost the Jupiter Pluto meditation because I think that that's going to help us a lot, because that was really about raising our ascensions and really kind of igniting our light bodies. We're going to be doing that tomorrow in meditation. We're going to be igniting and getting together our Merkaba, our light bodies, starting them up. If you hadn't done it before, we got to do it now. I don't have any more time to waste. I cannot wait any longer. Yes, Windsor, Lightworkers send all frequencies, full spectrum, white light is scattered light. Thank you. So direct each band where it needs to go. Thank you. Those of you that have done astral travel, those of you that go to higher dimensions, I need you. We need you to go in your meditative time tonight, tomorrow morning, tomorrow. The war is on this week. The plans that people have had that they have not shown heretofore, we're beginning to see, because we've got Neptune, and earlier today it was sextiling the moon, excuse me. And so we're beginning to see the revelation. The phoenixes are rising from the ashes. Saturn is stationed right here at 1 degree in Aquarius, and Mars is here. Now, I want you to see something, though. Today, the moon and the sun were squared one another. And in a shadow kind of way, we have Saturn and Uranus squaring. It's within orb, which means Uranus and Saturn, this rapid push is happening. This rapid revolutionary change is occurring. Everything that has been thought of in the dark is coming to the light. We have personal individual rights, beliefs. People are finally seeing this for what it is. Some people's eyes, with Mercury coming up on Chiron and being right there with Chiron and Lilith conjunct, they're beginning to see. They're beginning to see. We're beginning to see. I cannot sit here and tell you with all confidence right now that I am not convinced. I'm very much unconvinced, if you will. I'm very much unconvinced at this point that it isn't a secondary simulation that's not being put on top of or in place of the original. I don't know. I just know that something is amiss, that something is awry, that all of these little pieces, they're no longer fitting any longer. And we have a group of people that have been lulled to sleep. We have a group of people that have been lulled to sleep, aka the church, which I want so desperately to get in there and say, guys, I need you to wake up. Because the things that are happening in the natural are very concerning. When we have a leader that now says, oh, but I have complete control. Oh, and in actuality, he does. Well, not even him. There's something amiss. There's something awry. And what I have seen when I have gone, Okay? When I've gone in my own meditative time, what I have been a part of is huge discussions about whether or not the karma that some feel we deserve as humanity should just be gone on and enacted. And then another side that says, yes, but all these bad people, we want to gather them up and then we'll remake this world. It's not for them to make. It's not for them to remake. We need to control it a different way. And then there's the rest of us that are a part of these discussions that are saying, no, we can't do more death. We can't do more destruction. We can't have the whole entire world fall into economic disarray and despair. We've got riots going on in New York. We have riots going on in Italy. People can't be without food. The war is on. The war is on. And so how this translates to some of you here, and maybe those of you that'll listen to me later, is a lot of these old things are coming up, right? A lot of these old emotions. You're like, where is this coming from? You know why that's coming up? To distract you from remaining in your higher self. That's here to distract you from doing your purpose. It's here to distract you from being a dual citizen and assisting in the fight. Being a light worker is not always all fun games and just like live and let live. There are some that's what they do. It's the live and the let live. But then there are other of us, hey Sun Moon, that understand that part of our purpose for being here, the main reason we're even here, that we came here and went through, was not to just be like, live, let live, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. No, we're here for a purpose to raise a vibrational set point of the earth. Period. We are here for that reason. We are here to usher in the age of Aquarius. We're here to usher in and channel universal life energy into the earth so that humanity can evolve to the next level. We're here to help get us to that next vibrational area so that we can transcend or interact with, I should say, the fourth dimension in a different way. In a different way. In 1772, I think it was England, changed from the Julian calendar to the Gregorian calendar. In September, 11 days were missing. I think it's like 11 days were missing out of the calendar. Go look it up. And if you remember, back in December, when I was talking about the astrology then, I believe it was December, I made mention of the fact, December or January, I made mention of the fact that it appears to me that time is going to be different. How we interact with and keep time, like I felt like time, that fourth dimension was not going to be the same. And literally this is what we're seeing right now. We have a choice, Lightworkers. anyone that can hear this, and I'm going to change the title of this to Channeled Message. Any of us that can hear this, we have to make the choice. Are we going to go to war in the spirit? Are we going to raise our own vibrations right now? Are we going to be laser focused because what I'm feeling is the very root of Earth, of Mother. Her very core, if you've noticed, there's been many more earthquakes. I believe 13 or 15 different volcanoes have erupted in the last 48 hours. Her core is undergoing shifts and changes right now. We have to direct our energy into assisting this so that it doesn't. There's a reason why we're having, okay, the weather is one thing. The weather, it hit the South because the South was not hit with the illness. Not as bad, except for Louisiana. Earthquakes, volcanoes, tornadoes, crazy. We have to help her. We have to take our life energy. We have to take our life energy and direct her down, direct it into the earth. If you can get outside when you meditate, it's cold as up here, but I got to go outside and meditate and put my hands in her earth. Your root chakra energy, your sacral chakra energy, your solar plexus energy, channel this down from your loving heart to help her here. And then there's others that will go in the heavens to fight and still peel back the darkness. This darkness is thick and it's heavy. I mean, it's thick and it's heavy for me. It's thick, it's heavy, it's like weighing me down, and it's like something that just keeps trying to push my light back down, trying to push me down from where I've ascended to, as if it never happened. Doubting all of this, yeah. Mood swings, all kinds of stuff. Some of us are going to do the groundwork. Some of us have to do the aerial attack. Because let me tell you, I don't like this. I don't have time for this crap. I don't have time for the mood swings. I don't have time for the distractions. I don't have time to re-invoke fear. I don't have time for any of that right now. And I am not going to let anything stop me. And anything bring me back down from where I've ascended. They're not going to get to put the genie back in the freaking bottle. That's what this is all about. Put the genie back in the bottle. Here we have all this awakening. And I'm telling you, I hear these people saying, oh, this is the Great Awakening. And they don't recognize what they're waking up to. If we don't intervene. And stop the overall plan. At least push it back. When I tell you guys you're going to need to be able to manifest on demand, there's a reason. There will probably come a moment in time where a lot of us are going to be looked at as even more heretical than we are now. I hope it doesn't come to that. The Great Awakening is more people waking up to who they are without needing external forces to continue to assist them. The Great Awakening is waking up to your own resurrection. The Great Awakening is waking up to the fact that here you are given the ability, the power. All power has already been given to you. You don't need to go begging hat in hand for anything else. That's the meaning of the resurrection. This was time for us to have our own personal resurrection, for us to raise from the ashes. I haven't been able to sleep very well for 2 or 3 nights. I was up all night Saturday night before Resurrection Sunday, for Easter Sunday. All night. Couldn't sleep. Up all night Sunday night. Warring. Begging, pleading, then warring again. If you have to go into your cave and reflect, don't stay too long. We can't have you there too long. It's time for us to move that boulder. It's time for us to move the boulder. It's time for us to come out of the cave. It's time for us to come out swinging. Period. This is the fight. And I have a feeling it's going to look like we're going to lose for a little bit. It's going to get darker before it gets light. Don't be fooled by the checks. Don't be fooled by we're going to reopen up everything. Don't be fooled by all of this. I still have my eye on certain people because I'm still not sure. Because when certain people get power, they don't want to let it go. And there's too many different groups everywhere that are gaining this power. Anytime you can keep an entire world in their homes willingly, that's a problem. Let me see if I can grab April 15th calendar, their moon signs real quick. Hold on. Now, on April 15th, the moon then moves into Aquarius. This is the other thing in the morning. So overnight, the moon is going to be swinging past Pluto. Jesus help me. Pluto and Jupiter. Let me show this to you guys. Because tomorrow, this is the other thing I needed to show you all. Don't save. Tomorrow's energy, y'all thought today was a doozy. Let me show y'all tomorrow. And I'm not telling you this, guys, to bring anybody into any type of fear, but I'm telling you this so that you can get moving. Let me show this to you. Okay. Hopefully y'all can see that well. Hey, Travis. Hey, Travis, I'm sorry. Travis, this is a serious night tonight, so I'm just telling you. I've been up all night. Listen, look at this here tomorrow. Look at this tomorrow, guys. The sun By 7 o'clock a.m. tomorrow morning Central Time, the moon and Saturn will have been conjunct. And during the day, the moon comes in and passes Mars in Aquarius. Uranus is squaring off the moon and Saturn. The sun is squaring off Pluto and Jupiter. Mercury is conjunct Chiron and moving up onto Lilith. And Venus is over here chilling off in the dark cut, looking like a princess. Now she's sextiling Mercury. That's going to be our saving grace. Let me tell you, that's our saving grace. Tomorrow, you have to find love. Thank you so much, Windsor. Tomorrow, the 15th of April, you have to find what's lovely, what's pure, what's beautiful. You have to tap in tomorrow. What this means is this: the great energetic changes of Pluto and Jupiter, right? On a global scale, I'm not even talking about individually. We know what it means for us individually: transformation into purpose, transformation into, the greater big, the larger plan, right? That we are meant to come here to do on this earth. Saturn in Aquarius, it's its second home. It's looking for new ways. It's looking for new technologies. It's looking for new ways to teach. It's looking for new ways to express itself. It is creating a new order. Ooh, it is typically tax day, isn't it? Saturn in Aquarius is looking for new ways to create order of thought, new group think. So think, okay, back in the 1700s, right? Before people, or 1600s, whenever they settled here, they were underneath, kingship, right? They were underneath royalty. They came here because they had they said, we want religious freedom, and we want other freedoms that are not being afforded. In all actuality, it really boiled down to a lot of business people came over here at the end of the day so they can make money and not have to pay taxes. That's the whole reason for the Revolutionary War, was taxes. Interestingly enough, finance. Let's just break it down and be real. I don't have time to sugarcoat nothing tonight. So they came here to do what? Create a new what? Country. Under new what? Rules. Under new what? Thoughts. And be free. Right? New group think. Watch what I say. New group think. And Uranus is squaring it off in Taurus, which means this has the potential to go one of two ways, loves. This is either going to be even freer for our personal freedoms, looser, or we're going to want to rebel so bad because it's more constrictive. Those are the only two ways this can go. Either we're freer or we're going to be fighting for our freedom. The moon then coming and making us a drive-by past Mars in Aquarius. Mars tends to like to be in Aquarius. It's rather forward-thinking. It's rather aggressive. It don't mind at all. So Mars, this is when I would not be surprised any major revelations, plans, or the next step in the major revelation or plan that people have for expanding their power and their control, or minimizing other people's power and control, showing up. Being revealed. Venus sextiling Mercury, Chiron, and basically I'll call it Lilith all at the same time. That's all very personal, how we feel, where we've been injured. And Lilith, she's a pistol and a half. She coming for your neck. She's not trying to hear all the traditional ways of doing things. Those two sextiling is going to be our saving grace. Those two sextiling, Venus and Gemini, think on these things. Wow. What is that verse? Think on these things. What is pure? What is what is think on these things? Think on these things. The pyramid has flipped on the. It has, Wizard. It has, Sharon, maybe you can help me what that verse is. Think on these things, that which is pure, that which is lovely, something like that. I can't remember it for some reason, it escapes me. However, yes, the pyramid has. My concern, though, Wizard, is this. Are we exchanging one matrix for the next matrix, and we're asleep at the frickin' wheel and don't realize it? We have time to still turn the rudder. We have time. But I was talking to y'all about Westworld. I think it was on IG. That's real time what the hell's going on around here, okay? It's real time. Windsor, let me tell you something. I was sleeping for a minute. I was lulled into a false sense. Fix your thoughts on what is true and honorable and right and pure and lovely and admirable. Think about things that are excellent and worthy of praise. Thank you. Fix your thoughts tomorrow, you guys. Fix your thoughts on what is true and honorable and right and pure and lovely and admirable. Think about things that are excellent and worthy of praise, worthy of exaltation, worthy of celebration, worthy of an explosion of love, of light, of creativity, of great manifestation and abundance, nothing missing, nothing broken. Send that into the earth. Keep that up in the heavens. Release your angels to fight. Release your ancestors to fight. Keep your spirit guides with you. Philippians 4:8. Thank you. That's so two different versions. Finally, brothers and sisters, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, think on these things, right? Thank you, Windsor. Those of us that are go with your flow, stop questioning your intent. Yes, it is on. I'm going to put this version because that's probably the NIV version. It is on. However you know how to warn the spirit war. It doesn't matter to me right now if you're going and astral projecting and astral traveling. What matters to me is that you loose your angels. Whatever we bind on earth shall be bound in heaven. Whatever we loose on earth shall be loosed in heaven. We need to be binding. We need to be binding the plans of the oligarchs and the hierarchy and the oppositional forces that are here on this earth. We need to bind those plans, those designs. And we need to loose and unleash love, light, wisdom, power, and an awakening across this entire globe, but very much so in this country, guys. As America goes, so goes the world. Don't sleep. Israel would like to think it's her. It's not. Hey, Angela. I've been up doing spiritual battle for 3 nights in a row. Three nights in a row. And I'm telling you what I've been seeing and what I've been hearing. We gotta fight. We have to loose all of our angels and let them to be dispatched into battle. Those of you that came up through the charismatic church and you may know how to speak and pray in tongues, I need you praying. Those of you that don't, I still need you praying. Those of you that war however it is you war, I need you warring. Now, before you go into spiritual battle, I need you to put on the armor. I need you to clothe yourself in the white light across all spectrums. If you're really tied to the earth, you're a real environmentalist, give her your energy. If you're a battler up here, cool. And if you're like, Lisa, I didn't know I had signed up for the draft. If you're like, I didn't sign on for this, then what I need you to do is not get into fear, not get into doubt. When any of these emotions of past trauma come up, be like, I've dealt with that. I don't need this to that self-defense. I'm not getting off into fear, not getting off into guilt, not getting off into shame. I'm not getting into that anymore. That is dead and gone. The past is the past. I need you all to do that because we need the vibrations continuing to be high. Also, walk the heck out of your house. Do not give consent to this crap that they're trying to pull on you right now. Do not give consent to being shut in your house. Energetically, they're feeding off of our fear. They're feeding off of our, we're just going to sit here. They're feeding off that, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, I need you to not energetically make that pact, okay? Do not make that pact. Out of your house, go for a walk. Out of your house, get into your backyard. Out of your house. Take your children. Out. Take your dog. Heck, put the cats on a leash. I don't care. Between tonight and tomorrow, we need it. We need all the energy we can get. I'm gonna put this up. I'm gonna reform it as a channeled message. You cannot live in fear. And you in Michigan, we're gonna say some special prayers for Michigan. What that woman is trying to do to y'all is completely unconstitutional and wrong. We need the sunlight. The vitamin D boosts your immune system. Keeping us in the house is the worst thing you could do. We need to boost the immune system. Vitamin D, vitamin A, zinc. And if you begin to get sick, and you can drink tonic water that has quinine in it, or you can get some quinine, small dosages. That's the ingredient in hydrochloroquine. I don't want y'all taking it like crazy, okay? Very small amounts. However, there is quinine in tonic water. It tastes nasty. I ain't saying put no alcohol in it. I'm just saying drink you some tonic water. Not what I'm drinking. I got to stay up. I got some praying to do. Okay? Vitamin D, vitamin A, zinc. Lots of leafy greens. Okay? Everybody's trying to get the darn meat. Lots of leafy greens. You didn't need to watch it, sis. Basically, I'm going to give a very brief synopsis of what I'm seeing in this adds up. Let me see if I can go back and find this. Okay. The reason why these 2 days have hit me hard, in addition to the fact that I've listened to some others, and again, I've already given them their props. Not that they need them; they're larger channels than I. But when the 50th state, Wyoming, on Resurrection Sunday, became part of the federal emergency, all 50 states and all territories, for the first time in history, ever did that. First time in history. That means over every state, federal emergency, executive orders are now enforceable. If you go read those, and a lot of them date back to Jimmy Carter and the Iranian hostage situation. A lot of our liberties, fast forward to 9/11, that's when the government started. After that, during the previous administration, was when the government started listening to our conversations and reading our text messages and our emails, and not having to have a warrant in order to do so, because there's executive orders and there's been a state of emergency, a federal emergency declared. That is the war on terrorism. So all the stuff that Snowden was talking about was true. It's how we have our FISA courts and such. State of emergency is how the current president is building the wall. Couldn't get it through Congress. I'm not making any political statements. I'm just telling you what it is. We are now in a national state of emergency, all 50 states and territories. This gives an unimaginable amount of power. Some say to FEMA and the Department of Defense only. Some say includes the president. I believe that the president has felt this is what he should do. I am choosing to believe at this point that there are plans that he has had. All I'm saying is I don't like this. I don't like this moon coming past Saturn and past Mars in Aquarius, because someone is, or people, groups of people are going to feel that they have the right to reshape group dynamics the way they see fit. That's the energy. There's too much power and control rolling around here. And this is changing how the group thinks, acts, reacts. This is a governmental shift. That's what I'm seeing in the natural. That's what had me up all night. Hey, Laquan, I was working on your chart. And then this started happening. And then my boyfriend came over and just like calmed me down. And then I'm like, I gotta get online. I'm really trying to get it done. I've been up crazy. So it's okay to me, your thought on that perspective. Why are we retracting? So it's okay to me, your thought on that or perspective. The moon or Sophia coming past is blocking. That's an interesting way to think about it, dear. You know what? I don't mind that. Hang on. I don't know who retracted that, but I want that there. Hi, Jason. Connect to ground through our feet, connect to tree energy through our hair. Thank you. This will help us communicate with the earth with collective calm. Thank you. The message that so Windsor, that's an interesting perspective. It can block or it can amplify. I didn't mind it, Windsor. The earth definitely needs some of us. I don't know how long you've been here, Jason. The earth needs some of us to do the groundwork. Some need to feed into her. Not only with the earthquakes that have happened, but the volcanic eruptions all over the world. And the weather, which I'm not convinced is not a man-made event, but the weather as well. This is hard. This is a battle. It's like this battle royale. And the thing is, her divine femininity is rising up. And it's like, okay, look, y'all didn't take care of this before. I'm taking care of it now. We are going to bring this back into the correct alignment. So that divine femininity, that Lilith, also energy though, the dark side of the divine feminine, because there's light and dark, is rising at the same time. And with Mercury being right there and Chiron being right there with it, there's a lot of, okay? So we have to keep her calm. So we need to send our energy to her. And again, those that can do the air and dispatch your angelic host and dispatch your ancestors, that's what has to happen up here. And those that can just keep it calm here on this earth. Like I said, if y'all didn't sign up for the draft, I'm okay with it, baby. We cool. Like, some of y'all are like, girl, I did not sign up to be part of the Air Force or the Marines. Okay? I didn't sign up for none of that. Or the Army or the Navy. So I need y'all to be the National Guard, okay? It's just, I think this is what we need. I've never heard about connecting to tree energy through your hair. That is amazing. Like, get outside, people. There is also this unspoken energetic ascension and agreement to the contract that is being trying to be written right now. See, the new contract keeps you under lock and key. The new contract sucks all your energy out, and you are really being reduced to nothing more, which you already are, but an energy source, and it needs the fear to live. No, honey, you're not taking the wrong way. The earth is healing right now, too. The earth is birthing. She's birthing. She's healing. She's birthing. We're seeing nature come back. It's beautiful, without human interference and without the pollution and everything. It is actually, there's beauty in it. And that's what we have to find with that Venus sextiling Mercury. We have to communicate the beauty, the love, the absolute appreciation for all that we have. We have to communicate that as well and send that love and soothe. Send the love and soothe. She's going through it right now. Mother Earth is going through it. And it needs our energy there. Hey, it is 7 Sparker. But again, the other thing, and again, I don't mean to keep referring to like a current television show, but we all know, at least we should, that they don't do anything until they tell us. They don't do nothing until they tell us. Because they don't want the karma. And it somehow makes them feel better. But the little I watch TV, I've been glued to Westworld. And this entire concept of a simulation within a simulation, a mirror world, Matrix the same thing, all of this the same thing. We right now, if you want to relate it to the Matrix, it's like we're Zion, because we've awakened, and we can look inside the Matrix, and we can see inside the simulation that it's really a simulation, which is why it's been so important for us to live up here and look down. But when I go up here in my meditative time and I look down, I'm seeing two simulations going at the same time, and they're fighting for each other. And then there's this little blip that's sitting over here going, I did not mean for this to happen this way. This is not what I signed on for. And it's not us. There's somebody within the second simulation, there's a group that's saying, this isn't what we signed on for. That's the group we got to help. Exactly, Laquana. Yes, I saw them wearing masks this last episode. And the very interesting thing about Westworld, I'll go back to Westworld for a moment, is the very people, the hosts that you think are bad, I'm not entirely sure they're bad. They're the ones that are waking everybody up. Right, television, and tell us what to see. The problem, this is the thing, guys. Oh no, I'm gonna leave that alone. We can't fight those people too. Well, has any of those arrests happened, Laquana? I'm hoping. See that whole thing right there. I need a mod to just get rid of that, please. That comment. I don't want this video to be taken down, baby. So if you could get rid of that comment, that would be very good. Not that you're wrong. I can't. Thanks, sweetheart. Thank you. I not that you're wrong. Okay, I just don't want. I can't have that word here. If that actually happens, because that was the whole reason why the second simulation was being installed. I've probably seen it. Is that one that's going around the starts with the O or something? It's been sent around. The actor, the stuntman. If that's the case, and I've known about that for a long time. My son was 16 years old. He's 29, almost 30 now. My son was 16 years old telling me about all these people. 16 telling me about all these people. 16 telling me that the U.S. was buying guillotines. 16 telling me, he was like, anyway, that was the reason, that was the guise under which we are here where we are right now. But I am telling you what I have seen. And there are some people in that group that were starting the second, right, simulation and basically said, listen, this is what we're going to do for this, and it's going to be great, and we're going to get rid of these bad people, and we're going to make the world right and pure. And they have, like, the Bible folks all behind them. Hey, we're going to get rid of these people. There's something more. And I got this little group that said, this is not what we said. We said we were going to do this, and now you're directing it to do something else. In addition to that, but you're directing it into a world order, if you will, that they didn't intend to happen. We have to help those people that really said, this is what I wanted to have happen in the initial. This is what I wanted to have happen. We have to help them do what is pure and what is right. I love you too. Is this too much for you, Fit Goddess? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry. Well, that's what I'm saying. That there are those within this there are those that are asking for help. And that's who we have to help, right? And help avert a level of darkness and control. Personal control. Remember this, personal control. Personal control. Personal control. In the living room, Sharon. I've got a fan going on in here. Hey, Miss Monique. You can hear that? No, baby. That's nothing here. That's nothing here. That TV is on all the way in the living room. Girl, you got somebody else talking to you. It ain't my TV. Oh, oh, I needed that. Thank you. Oh, I needed that. Okay. Oh, it is, but we cannot fall into one match in the darkness to make it disappear. Exactly. That's why we need all of our matches, all of our lights. It probably was the fan. Or it might have been my kittens, babies. My kittens have been running around. It could be them. Oh, okay. I needed to get that off. Okay. Do any of you have any questions? I'm going to put this here. I don't know how much longer I'm going to stay on here. Also, interestingly enough, guys, YouTube has been approving some of us for memberships. You hear it too? That's crazy. I don't know. I've got Spotify playing up front, so we are about to ascend. Now I can hear it. That's crazy that you guys can hear that. It's not that loud. Okay. Could be. So this is what we're going to do tomorrow. Yeah, those. I have a fan right here, so that's the fan. This is what we're going to do tomorrow. We're going to ignite our Merkaba. There is probably y'all want me to go on IG? I'll jump on there. Oh, Lord, have mercy, Jesus. It's 10 o'clock. Well, I ain't got nothing to do. Yeah, I'll jump on IG. We're going to light our Merkabas tomorrow. Thank you, Windsor. So I want you all to check the community tab, please, for the time. I don't know yet. It depends on what time I get done with work. Mel, you and I should probably connect so we can figure out our time too. Why are you gonna miss? Oh, you at work, ain't you, baby? Thank you, Miss Monique. Everybody, like I said, if you are very connected to the earth, I need you to send beautiful energy. Yes, Miss Mel. Let's figure out, okay, what time we can get together. Guys, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to record something in the morning, post it, and then we'll get together for a live discussion. Okay. But watch out on my community tab, okay, for that. And for everything upcoming. I knew this was the reason why we were doing it. I'm doing better now, Miss Monique. I had to get my Lightworkers together. Okay. So I'm doing much better. Yeah, 87 Sparkle, we need you to be working. I'm doing better now. Okay. I'm so glad you came. I'm so glad you came, sweetie. Thank you. All right, guys, I'm going to sign off on here. I'll jump on Insta as long as you guys understand I got to change the title and stuff on this. Need you to keep working, baby. We got to stay working. Don't be losing that job. So we said we the Power Rangers, we the X-Men and women, we the mutants and the Avengers. We talked 2 years ago when I started this channel, and I wanted to do this whole Lightworker thing, right? 2 years ago, you go back and watch some of it. They called me Professor X. And that one of the original names for the Lightworker Academy I'm going to be starting was School of the Gifted. They call me Professor X. I'm like, well, I have hair, but that's okay. Love and light, Miss Monique. Thank you so much for being here. All right. Bye, honey. All right. Let me sign off on this, you guys. I hope this was never meant to put y'all in fear. Just the opposite. You have the power. You were born with it. It's time to activate it and use it. I know, Sharon, isn't that crazy? But I'm going to tell you guys something. Ever since I changed stuff and as I'm continuing to work on it, but when I came out with it and was like, this is it, thanks to you guys sharing the channel's been growing. People are finding my videos. Good, Marcy, good. People have been finding my videos. People have been finding the channel. So it was the right time. Everything was right and ripe. And I'm so thankful for it. I'm so incredibly thankful. Okay, I'm going to get off of here. I'm going to go on and get on the gram. It's on IG. If you guys don't follow me, it's at HEARTINSP. That's where I'm at on Instagram and Twitter. So if y'all want to jump on over there, you feel free. There's probably a few other things I need to say. Give me a minute and I'll be on, okay? Thanks, guys. Pray. Meditate. Those of you that do astral travel, we need you in the upper registers. We need you in the higher dimensions, okay? Am I? I'm sorry, y'all. I will. My boyfriend's coming back over to make sure I get some rest tonight. He's worried about me. Thanks, Fit Goddess. He's worried. And I had full face of makeup, and he's just like, honey, you look tired. I'm like, what do you mean? Full face of makeup. He's like, you're tired. What's going on? No, seriously, he's like really worried about me right now. Very worried. He's like, I've not seen you like this. But he understands me, right? Like, he understands it. He's very supportive. So it's not like, I mean, he gets it. So he's just like, you need some sleep. So anyway, all right. I'm going to get on the gram. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Share this video as soon as it gets up. Yeah, share it as soon as it gets up. And I'm going to change a couple things, but yeah, you've been with me from the get-go. You've been with me from the get-go, Miss Monique. I haven't seen you in a long time, honey. I love that a lot of y'all are coming back. I absolutely love it. I miss y'all. I'm grateful for all of you. All right, guys. Honestly, I gotta go now. Okay. Okay. See you on the gram. Give me like fun hugs. Yay for the new folks. Hello. Welcome. Welcome to the Light Tribe. Welcome home is what I tell the new ones. Welcome home. You're finally home. I got dinner on the stove. Okay. All right, guys. Give me about 5 or less, and I'll be over on the gram. Okay. At Heart of INSP on the gram. All right, guys. I'll see you in a few. Like, share, subscribe. Please share. Please send your folks around. We need as many of us together on this journey. Okay. All right. See you guys in a little bit. Love you.